Hello, thank you very much for tuning in to this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using Gilded Tarot Royale by Chiro Marchetti, text by Barbara Moore. Where's the website? Hopefully I got that on there right. Alright, so they're Llewellyn products. There's the website llewellyn.com, and there's some other social media links. Feel free to check that out if you're interested. Supportive Oracle Cards, Spellcasting Oracle Cards by Flavia, Barbara, and Lizbeth. Website for this one is shewhoisart.com. I think there's a couple other ones back there. Feel free to freeze frame and check out whatever you're interested in. And I use dice. I use a 22-sided dice. For the major arcana, 22 I use a 0 for the fool, because there's 21. Yeah, you know. And I have a 14-sided dice for the minor arcana and a 4-sided dice to choose the element. They came from, is it Math Art Fun? MathArtFun.com. So if you're interested in any of that, that's where they came from. Alright. That being said, if you want a reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below, same email. Thank you very much for watching, and now on to your read. Hello, Scorpio. Thank you very much for tuning in to this week's read. These readings are valid for whenever you come to them. That being said, what do we have for Scorpio? There's a lot of energy. Ooh, that card just keeps showing up today. I think all 3 water signs got the Lover's card. So, something in the air. It doesn't have to be like romance, but it's definitely like an important connection. Unexpected for you. Somebody who's already around you. Totally unexpected. Scorpio, you know, y'all have energy where you can make things happen that I feel like you even shock yourself. Maybe I'm wrong, but I've known a few Scorpios, and I feel like sometimes you guys just have success, and you're just like, I don't know, it just kind of happened. just kind of happened. And you're the one who did it. You just kind of went with your feelings, you rolled with the situation, and you're like, oh, turned out great. And I had a Scorpio once, I asked them, like, how did you do that? And he literally looked at me, he's like, I don't remember, it just happened. And he just said that, and I was just like, well, then you did. Well, then that's what happened. Which, it works out, he's a successful person, it just kind of works out in his favor. He's also told me that, you know, he just keeps moving and just gets it done. When it needs to get done, he doesn't overthink it, it just needs to get done, he gets it done. And he knows in the moment what he needs to do. So, that adding in, there's a weird energy with this. Something is upgrading. Something is upgrading, and I'm trying to understand how you feel about it, because I really don't know. It's kind of like a hot-cold thing. Kind of like, I'm not, like, upset about it, but I didn't want that to happen, but now that it has, I guess it's fine. And then as it keeps going, it's like, you know, actually I like this. It's kind of one of those things. It's kind of like, originally, if you asked me, I'd have been like, no, I don't want that to happen, and then it just kind of happened. And then I was like, well, maybe it was just a moment in time. And like, no, I guess it's sticking around, and you know, actually I do like this. Wasn't expecting to, but okay, it's fine, and I just keep going. I don't know, it's just everything happens really fast. There's a past connection here. Whoever this person is, because I do see the Lovers coming in, doesn't have to be romance, but whoever this person is, it's not like there's a bad connection with them. I don't think that's a thing. But it may be like, I just didn't see them in this part of my life. So if it was a romance thing, just for argument's sake, maybe it's somebody in the past that I'm like, I don't have any problem with them, but maybe you didn't have any romantic feelings, or you didn't see anything romance-wise having a potential there. And then all of a sudden it happens, and you're like, oh, I wasn't really expecting that. I guess it's fine, I'm not going to worry about it. And then as you keep getting to know this person even deeper, you're like, you know what, actually I like this. I'll keep that. This is not the type of person I normally go for, but I do think I love them. So I'm just going to go with it. In fact, I know I love them. I wasn't expecting it to do this. And now that I'm here, I'm happy to be here. it just, I keep getting this, like, that, I didn't see that happening, I didn't think I wanted that, and then it happened, and I was kind of like, okay, and then I'm like, you know what, I actually do want this. I keep getting that over and over and over again. So is there something else I'm supposed to say with it? Because there's no adversity. Like, I don't have a problem with this person. It doesn't have to be romance. I feel like I have to keep saying that. Because I know some people are going to be like, why does it have to be about romance? It doesn't. It totally doesn't. This could be a different connection. This could be a work connection where you didn't think you really wanted to work with somebody, or you didn't think somebody wanted to work with you, or you thought, you know, if I worked with that person, I'm going to be the one doing all the work and they're just going to be farting around. And it didn't turn out that way. And you're like, it turned out a lot better. They're actually pretty good at getting things done. They just, I leave that stuff, the tedious, boring stuff to them. I do this other stuff, and we work out great. It's not that they're lazy. They're not lazy at all. It's just how they do things, and the way they do things is so repetitious. It bores my socks off. But there's certain things in this situation that have to be done that way. They do that portion, cool beans. I do the random stuff, and I like doing it that way. It works out. We're cool. This option is coming forward. Again, I don't see adversity, but things come back together. I wasn't planning on it. I don't see adversity, but like, I feel like things come back together. I wasn't planning on it. I wasn't even looking for it, but it just kind of happens. And in the moment, it just happens. It just, whatever happens, there's a change here. If it's a work situation, for example, you end up working directly with this person, and you didn't really think you were going to do that again. But for some reason, it feels like I have to. If we're going to go the romance thing with the Eight of Swords, I feel like something happens. Maybe there's a moment. Maybe I commit to going on a date, and then I'm like, you know what? I don't want this person. I don't want to hurt their feelings, because I don't feel bad about them. I do like them to a point. I just don't know why I said yes to that date. I guess I'll go. Whatever. It's just dinner. It doesn't matter. It's weird, because it's like, I don't have any adversity to them, but I'm just like, afterwards second guessing, like, why did I say I'd do that? Like, why did I say I'd do that? And I feel like I've blocked myself in a little bit. Positive things just keep happening, but it's weird. It's almost like in contempt of you, or like, you know, at odds with you in a sense. It's not going in a way, like, I feel like I'm just kind of like rolling with the situation, and it just kind of keeps happening, and it's going to your benefit, and I'm just like, I guess it's not bad. Okay. I'm breaking pattern. I'm doing something I normally wouldn't do. I'm not really allowing myself to overthink it. I'm like, well, it's a moment. I just feel like I just keep going. I'm not overthinking it. I'm like, it doesn't have to be that big of a deal. All right, I said I'd do this, or all right, I said I'd be a part of that. All right, I'll just go with it. I'm not going to worry about it. And I just keep going, and I feel like there's something here with things coming forward, a lot of communication, a passionate communication at the very least, whether it's work or romance. It could be anything. The moment happens, I enjoy the moment. I feel like I enjoy the moment a lot more than I expected to. I enjoy the moment a lot more than I expected to. Confidence is showing up. It could be yours, or it could be somebody else showing their confidence that I didn't think they had. It could be you with the confidence. It could be your confidence going up. I feel like for a lot of you, it's the other person. Like, they're showing a side of themselves that I didn't think they had. And that seems to be where I'm shocked. I feel like for most of you, that's what it is. It could be for you in the moment when this person's talking to you, I'm feeling very comfortable, and I'm sharing things I don't normally share. I know that Scorpio can be very secretive. It's just a natural part of how you are. It's fine. You might be sharing things you don't normally share, and you might be like, wow, I'm sharing things with this person, or talking about things with this person that I don't normally, and it's actually, I'm feeling very comfortable and happy about it. I'm very happy with it. There's a lot of communication going on here. A lot of communication at this one point, which is not a bad thing, but there's a lot of it. There's like a lot of it. Plans, mysteries. I think Scorpio can get into a good mystery. A good mystery. Like, you know, a good mystery. Whatever you would define as a good mystery. Like, you know, if it's a mystery about like who who left the dumbbells outside. Like, if that's the mystery, you'll be like, I don't give a crap who did that. That's not a good mystery. But if it's kind of like, you know, who, you know, make it really saucy, you know, who's been leaving the love letters for the person next door? Like, that's a good mystery. Like, who's been doing that? Like, who's been doing that? Who's been leaving Miss Watkins those love letters? Who's been doing that? I think that's a good mystery. I don't know. Not like, just, roll with it. There's a mystery with this person. There's depths to this person. And they're slowly letting you into these depths. You have more in common with this person than you expected. So it doesn't have to be romance. I have to say it the whole way through. It doesn't have to be, but what if it is romance especially, I feel like this is really intriguing. But if it's not romance, it's, for example, a work thing, it's still very intriguing. It might be a connection where you're like, oh, we like the same type of things, and I didn't realize that they had any interest in that. In fact, I didn't expect them to have any interest in that. I've met people along the way like that, where you're like, for example, people are into tarot cards or astrology, and just the way they present and the way they talk to other people, I thought, oh, no, they're not gonna think highly of me if I let that out. They're gonna have judgments against me. And then you find out not only are they into it, but they have their own deck or whatever, and they're big into it. It's kind of like, I didn't realize we could match in that way. Some people have shocked me. More when I was younger, because I had certain ideas about certain people, and like, if I thought they were very, analytical, I didn't expect them to have this other side. And I would get that little inkling, like, I like them, but I didn't understand why I liked them. And then they present something like that and be like, oh, I had no idea that was what was there. This is what's kind of happening here for you with this connection. You're going to have this weird moment when you find out these mysteries, or at least a piece of these mysteries, because it's kind of like the door is opening and you're seeing enough to where you're really intrigued. It's a double-edged sword is what I'm getting. Part of it is kind of like, I feel like I didn't give this a chance in the past. And part of this is like, I'm nervous about what else is in there, because like, what else is in there? I'm like, what else is behind this door? So it's kind of like, I kind of feel bad that I feel like I misjudged this person. Like, I didn't think they had that ability to go that direction. And the other part is like, yeah, but what else is there? Yeah, but what else is there? It's weird. It's like 6 to 1, half a dozen to the other. It's kind of like, I kind of want to know, but I'm kind of like, maybe I shouldn't know. Really want to know, but maybe I shouldn't know. I'm kind of torn. I'm in this weird energy with the 5 of Cups, kind of like, I don't know what to do with this. I don't know if I should do anything with this. There's advice. Every sign has its up and down, has its good and bad, whatever you want to say. Scorpio, in my opinion, can be very protective of the people they care about and of themselves. If you end up shutting down and just kind of like pulling back, nothing will happen with this situation. Which, if you're kind of like, you know what, maybe that's for the best, I don't want anything to happen, totally your call, totally cool. It's not like it's a bad thing, but they're saying there's potential here. There's more that you could have here. If you decide no, it's all right, but it's like, if you decide no, and this is a moment, that when this moment passes, if you decided no, I just don't feel like the door opens very easily later. So you can change your mind and try to make it come later, but it's going to be 10 times as hard as it will in this moment. So if you want this to happen, if you're like, yeah, I'll do this, this is the time to do it. If you kind of pull back, if you recoil, the door will probably shut and you more than likely will get in it later. It's not a complete, like, no possibility, but it's like, it'll be definitely 10 times harder than it is now. What the advice here is to start, like, inching that door, and just kind of keep pushing it. Just keep pushing that door, and keep maybe even being a little taunting. It depends how you view the word taunt, because I'm like, I can see where that people would be like, oh, that's a negative word. Other times, it depends. I don't know. In my family, we're a bit sarcastic, so we taunt each other in a certain way. But it's like, it's a way that you do it, like, it's not offensive. It's just kind of like, I don't know how to explain it. Some people do it, some people don't. So, like, do it without, like, negative connotations. Just kind of like, you're just kind of teasing a little. Kind of tease your way in there. But not in, like, a negative way, but more of, like, a haha. I think it's also when you add yourself into, like, the teasing, like, you tease yourself and you let others tease you, and you tease them and they tease you, and you kind of promote it to where they tease you and you tease them back. You know what I mean? It's kind of one of those things. I don't know. They're saying tease your way into it, taunt your way into it, slowly but surely. I feel like Scorpio's good with that. Maybe not every Scorpio. I know there's a lot of different flavors of Scorpio. But just kind of like, whatever that means to you to taunt or tease your way into it, go into it slowly. I don't think that's going to be a problem, because I feel like if you get into that taunt, tease energy, it's just a little bit in, a little bit in, a little bit in, and you just kind of pull back and go forward, pull back and go forward. Once you get into that rhythm, I just feel like you kind of dance your way right into the situation. There's a lot that can happen here. There's a lot. There's like, I keep seeing this card, and I know it says travel, but I'm getting like, there's something out here that's yet to be discovered, and I feel like they're also saying, and it's not going to be revealed in this reading, you're going to have to choose it to find it. Big things could happen here. Big things could happen. There's something to be discovered. Going at it slowly brings you what you want. It's weird with that Page of Pentacles energy, because I feel like slow and steady builds this brick house that is impenetrable. You could really get a strong bond with this person. This could be really, really very tight connection, no matter what it is. Romance, work, maybe it's a friendship that's blossoming. That could be a very, very stable, very, very reliable friendship. There's a transformation that's going to happen over time. It's going to happen gradually, but you're going to love it. The fact that it's happening slowly, I don't see that being a problem. I just feel like, especially if I'm taunting and teasing my way in, and I'm just slowly dancing my way in a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more, I just feel like it happens before I know it, and I just feel like I'm very comfortable with it. There's something to be discovered here. A big transformation could happen that I'm not expecting. You could end up with a connection you've been looking for most of your life and never thought it would happen this way. Again, it doesn't have to be romance. It could be a friendship. It could be a work connection that you just thought, well, I'll never find somebody that I can trust like this at work. Or it could be a best friend situation, like I've never had a best friend connection happen like this, where I felt like I really could count on them all the way to the end without question. Or it could be a romance showing up, kind of like, this is not my type of person. This is not the type of person I usually date. But the more I get to know them, the more I like them, the more I want to be around them, and before I know it, I'm committed to them for the rest of my life. In a positive way, if you want that. You don't have to do anything you don't want to. Let's remember that. Anything else? All right, I think we're good. I'm going to shut this down here. Hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below. Same email. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great day.